Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a book that's not just insightful, it's transformational. We're talking about Daring Greatly by Dr. Brené Brown. This isn't just a book you read, it's a book you feel. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's talk about why this book might just change how you see vulnerability, courage, and your entire approach to life. At its heart, Daring Greatly is a powerful invitation, an invitation to live more courageously, to step into the arena of life not with armor, but with an open heart. Brené Brown, a research professor and storyteller, has taken over a decade of research into vulnerability, shame, courage, and worthiness, and distilled it into a book that feels both incredibly personal and universally relevant. The title itself is inspired by a quote from Theodore Roosevelt, in which he praises the man who is actually in the arena, who dares greatly. And that's exactly what this book calls us to do, to show up, be seen, and live bravely, even when we're scared. The core message: vulnerability is not weakness. One of the most powerful and refreshing ideas in Daring Greatly is that vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength. It's the birthplace of innovation, creativity, love, belonging, joy, and trust. It's what makes us human. In a world that often tells us to toughen up, Brené Brown offers a different message. Courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. Whether it's telling someone you love them, asking for help, starting a new business, or raising children, vulnerability is the common thread. And when we try to avoid it, we numb ourselves. We armor up, but we also shut out connection, growth, and authenticity. Throughout the book, Brené explores what she calls wholeheartedness. It's the ability to live from a deep sense of worthiness, to embrace our imperfections, and to know that we are enough just as we are. She walks us through how shame, fear, and scarcity get in the way of that, and how, with intention and self-compassion, we can dismantle the walls that keep us from fully engaging with the people and experiences that matter most. One quote that sticks with you long after you close the book is, "Vulnerability is the core, the heart, the center of meaningful human experiences." What makes Daring Greatly so impactful is how applicable it is to real life. Brené doesn't just share theory, she brings vulnerability into parenting, leadership, relationships, and work. Here are a few highlights. At work, leaders who create a culture of vulnerability foster innovation and trust. She encourages workplaces where people can say, "I don't know," or "I made a mistake," without fear. In relationships, real intimacy comes not from perfection, but from being honest about who we are and what we need. As parents, it's not about raising perfect kids. It's about being the adults we want our children to become. Modeling vulnerability and courage is the best gift we can offer. Each chapter includes tools, reflective questions, and relatable stories that help you apply these concepts to your own life. It feels like a compassionate friend gently guiding you home to yourself. Powerful takeaways that stay with you. Here are just a few gems from the book. You can't get to courage without walking through vulnerability. Shame is the intensely painful feeling or experience of believing we are flawed and therefore unworthy of love and belonging. Courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. These are not just quotes. They are truths that reframe how we see ourselves and the people around us. In a world of highlight reels, filters, and hustle culture, Daring Greatly feels like a breath of fresh air. It calls us to drop the performance and lean into authenticity. It reminds us that we're not alone in our struggles, and that being real is the most courageous thing we can do. Whether you're a leader, a parent, an artist, or simply someone navigating everyday life, this book speaks to the part of you that wants more. More connection, more depth, more courage. Final thoughts. Daring Greatly isn't just a good book. It's a book that sees you. It encourages you to be brave with your life, not by being perfect, but by being present, honest, and open. Reading it is like being wrapped in a warm, empowering hug, one that says, "You are enough, and your story matters." So if you've ever doubted yourself, feared rejection, or struggled with self-worth, this book is for you. And once you read it, you won't look at vulnerability the same way again. So that's our deep dive into Daring Greatly. What a powerful read. If this message resonated with you, drop a like in the comments and tell me, what does Daring Greatly look like in your life? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a little courage today. Until next time, dare greatly, friends.